I'm a product of the end of the terrible downturn in Green Bay for 20 years. I am. And so I'm patient. I go back to my formative years on the beat from 79 to 91. 13 years, Tyler, I was around that team, and they were terrible. And so I have more patience, I think, than maybe others in the business or fans. I just do. And so what I see from Love, I mean, I think about the young quarterbacks I saw, Anthony Dilweg, Randy Wright, I mean, on and on, Aaron Brooks, Hasselbeck, Brunell, Detmer, and Rodgers and Favre. And I just give quarterbacks, it's such a hard position to play, and I'm cutting him some slack. He's made one start last year, I guess it was 2 years ago, and now 6 here. He's got 7 starts under his belt. So I'm just trying to go slow. I'm not going to give an overall evaluation, I don't think, but I'm just going to mention a few things here, okay? He's playing young. He's indecisive. This was against a no-name front seven from Denver. I mean, it really was. And they couldn't get anything going. He's a bit tentative pulling the trigger. Looking at that face, I just don't know what he's seeing, what's going through his mind. He hides it well, man. He wears a mask of you just can't get underneath it. I can't. Best thing he does right now is run. I mean, he's fleet of foot. What did he run, Tyler? 4.71. He looks faster than that. 6'3.5", 224. He's impressive on the move, man. He's not running too often. When he does, he's deadly. He's a good runner. The best thing he does is run. Jeez. He's inaccurate right now, and I don't know. That 3rd and 4, you got 2 receivers right next to each other. I mean, that's a mess. Watson and Reed were right next to each other. That's not on Love. He had a near interception. Of his 2 touchdown pass, one was pure luck on a ricochet. Hard count, good. Drew him off sides twice for penalties. Like that. He does not have a go-to receiver. Jared Goff's got St. Brown, and Favre and Rodgers had all these fine players. He doesn't have one. So the game's on the line. 1:51 left. 3rd and 20 on their own 46. Got 1 timeout. All right. So the fatal interception, 3-by-1 formation. 2 deep secondary. He waits and he waits, and he just throws a kind of a wounded duck, on the practice field. All those early years, guys would be squawking on a wounded duck. Favre would throw it or something. His teammates would be squawking, and he unloads it, and the backside safety lock comes over and picks this thing off, unloads to Toure, 7th round pick from Nebraska, with just a guy way underthrown. He's never open. Throws deep into 2 safeties. I mean, you're on the 46. You got time left. You got a time out. Get the dang thing down there and get a what was the score of this game?
19.
Get a winning field goal. Get a winning field goal, and he throws it up there. That's it on Love. I mean, it was a pretty poor performance with extenuating circumstances. The guy's healthy. The guy can run, but he's got a lot of work to do.
I'm with you all the way. It just reminded me of like the old high school basketball mistake when you're up by a point or 2, and you could just they're giving you the layup, they're giving you a chance to score, or you could just dribble it out, let them foul you, win with free throws. I mean, that was that play. I mean, all he has to do is just check it down to A.J. Dillon. It's game situation. Now, he hasn't been in those game situations. He's been on the sideline. But he should know by now, right? Like, just get the 10 yards. get into field goal range. Your kicker has an absolute cannon. You win the game. Like you wonder he's not gonna like plays it really close to the vest in his press conferences too. He's not going to just like bare his soul on why he took that chance. But you do wonder why. Like why just chuck it down the field there? Is it a product of the frustration through the first half and things not going the way you'd like them to go against the worst defense in football and a little bit of hero ball? Yeah, right? Like I'm going to stick to everybody. Let's do it because it doesn't make any logical sense to make that throw in that game situation. Brett Favre on our show, he said early in his career, he goes, game situation. He goes, I didn't give a shit about game situation. That never existed. Mike Holmgren's telling me to, why'd you take that chance? We've got a 10-point lead. 4 minutes like this. Well, you called. He goes, I didn't say this to Mike, but in my head, I'm thinking, you called the play, and in this play, there's a receiver going down the field. I'm going to take a shot. If you're going to give me that shot, I'm taking the shot. So you could put this on the floor, too. You have the young quarterback, and maybe he is saying these thoughts into the headset before the play. I don't know. But if he didn't, he should. Like, look, Jordan, I know that on this play, you can take a shot. But on this play, you're going to have a safety valve underneath. And all we need is 10, 15. I mean, you easily get 10, 15 yards if you look at the film after the fact. So it's just a total failure. I mean, that's what the game came down to in the end. It shouldn't have come down to that. They should have just taken care of business against an inferior opponent. But regardless of how the rest of the game goes, at quarterback, you just have to make the right decision in that spot. And he didn't.
He's got no veteran quarterback beside him, a Jim McMahon or Doug Peterson or somebody. He's got Clifford from Penn State. So over-reliance on youth, man. It's like Ted's come back, right?